So we have a semi-reoccurring segment that we do on the blog called Jensen's Recommend. And for this, we were recording a blog and we were thinking that we would do a segment of Jensen's Recommend with our games, board games.
Yeah.
But since the holidays are approaching, and because games make such a good gift, and playing games with your family is a very
good pastime.
Yes.
So you're not just sitting on the couch.
Exactly. Either watching TV, sitting on your phone, or basically, so you're not looking at screens. You're actually looking at other people's faces and playing games. We thought we would do a special segment of Jensen's Recommend.
As the whole video.
Yes. So we actually own about a dozen games or so. I very much love games. I would be a weekly game player if I had somebody to play with.
I'm not so much into games except for with a lot of people. I'd rather just read.
If we are alone and I say, hey, will you play a game with me? The answer 19 times out of 20 is no.
Yes.
And then that other time is I'll think about it and it's probably no.
Yeah.
So I own all of these games and I essentially get to play them a couple times a year. So most of these games go to waste.
Yeah. That's not, I mean, they're really great when you have like friends or family over. But outside of that, I don't really have a purpose for them.
We're gonna break this down into a few different categories. So we have party games and then board games and then like nerdy games.
Yeah.
So for party games, a crowd favorite of party games has been, for the last couple years, has been the metagame.
Yeah.
The metagame is essentially a clean, nerdy, smart version of Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
Or a non-raunchy adult version of Apples to Apples, however you want to look at that.
All of the cards are pop culture references, very culturally relevant stuff. So it's good and funny and witty.
So this is one that I really would recommend for a party situation. It is really good for all types of people, all age ranges, and all levels of sensitivity.
Yeah.
There's all these different rules, so there's a bunch of different games that you can play with the exact same cards. We typically play the standard metagame, which again is like Cards Against Humanity. So you have these question cards, so which has been more influential is this one, and then if I just pull some of these culture cards, Cosmopolitan Magazine, Saved by the Bell, the Bible, Sesame Street, the Electric Slide, that type of stuff. So it's not as childish as Apples to Apples, but generally speaking it is, not even generally speaking, it is not as dirty, raunchy as Cards Against Humanity.
It's just clever.
Yes. So the metagame, definitely recommend for parties.
Yes.
Sarah's favorite game.
Dutch Blitz. This game, if you buy just the original pack, it's for 4 players. But if you buy the expansion, you can go up to 8 players. So it's not like for a big group of people, but it's kind of chaotic and really fun. Hey!
So Dutch Blitz is almost identical to the game that we learned to play called Nerds with playing cards. I think regionally people call that game different names, but it's a game where each person has their own deck of cards and you're playing essentially this game.
Yeah. It's like you have solitaire that you're playing in front of you, but then the whole table is playing to stacks of cards in the center. So you're stacking from 1 to 10 with the same colors. It's chaotic and really exciting. It's a crowd pleaser, I feel like.
And it's fast-paced, really energetic. It gets everybody's energy going. Like a lot of these games can be really chill. This one, basically everybody is standing up around the table and screaming and like, you know, all that type of stuff. It gets really fun.
No. Oh my gosh.
So a party game that I find really fun that Sarah hates and we never get to play it is a game we got last year called Superfight. And Superfight is a game of arguments. The premise of the game is that you draw random cards and those specific cards build the ultimate fighter for you. So you may have 3 cards and it might be Chuck Norris with 5 arms and a water gun. And then Sarah would draw 3 cards and hers might be SpongeBob, but he has a machine gun and the
invisibility or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so then you argue
who would win.
Would win that fight to the death.
Which is why I hate it.
And this game is for at least 3 players or more because you have to have somebody to judge the fight. However they want to judge the argument, that's who wins. So it's some people hate those types of games. You know, same with like the metagame and Cards Against Humanity, things like that, where it's based on a judge and not based on specific hard set rules.
Yeah.
But these are 2 judging games that metagame, crowd pleaser, Superfight. It takes specific people who like to argue about things for fun. I like it. Sarah hates it. One of the Jensens recommend. A game we recently discovered in the last couple years is a game called Sushi Go, and Sushi Go is a pick and pass card game. This is very easy, very lighthearted. It's very cute, definitely for
so cute. All
age groups. You have all of these cards that have very cute sushis on them.
Every card ranges in different kinds of points. So like this tempura, if you get 2 of these, it equals 5 points. So that's pretty much the strategy, is to just build points with whatever sushi cards you acquire. It's super simple and really cute.
It says ages 8 plus, 2 to 5 players, and each round takes about 15 minutes. So it's a very quick game.
And they do have a party expansion, or a party size, so you could play with more players.
So a party game for Harry Potter lovers is Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit. There's 2 versions of this game. This one that we have is like just a very simple, cheap version that you can just like, you know, pick up on your way to a party. It could probably cost you like $15. And if you are a family of Harry Potter lovers, then this will entertain you, you know, for a while. This is just all that comes in here is a stack of cards and a die, and you just, you know, roll the die, it lands on whatever color, and then if it's yellow, what is Grindelwald's first name?
Gellert. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so Sarah would get a point, you know, the first one to, I think, 6 points, you know, wins. But they do have a full, like, $40 or $50 version of Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit that
is on our list.
Yes. And now a new game that we just got that I think is going to be very popular this year. I think this is going to be played all around the nation. It is What Do You Meme? So this is a adult party game for meme lovers. So this is another game that is kind of based similarly around, you know, like the metagame Apples to Apples and Cards Against Humanity, that type of thing, where you are going to have one card that is a group card. And this game has a bunch of different memes.
Meme photos.
So whoever's turn it was to be judge would pick a card. Like, for instance, this photo of President Obama. So they would pick that, set that in front of them. And then everybody else in the group is going to have 7 different caption cards, and they're going to look through their caption cards. And, you know, if I just grab a random one here, when you hear someone say that Kim Kardashian inspires them. So, you know, actually that would be probably a good fitting one for that President Obama face.
Yeah.
Or this one. When you find out that girls poop. And so, how many ever people are playing, the judge will, you know, read aloud the 5 cards that were put in front of them, pick the funniest caption to that meme to them, and everybody laughs, and you move on. All of these games that we are mentioning are going to be linked in the description, so you don't have to go search for them. So, on to the board game section of this video. So I'm just gonna go through what we have quickly, because a lot of these are not really party games. These would be more so maybe gift ideas for people in your life that you know are into certain things. So the first game is called Legendary, and this one is for your Marvel Cinematic Universe or Marvel comic book nerds in your life. This game is actually cool because you can play with one player if you want. So if you're like me and lonely, have no friends, and your wife won't play games with you.
This is perfect.
Then you can actually do a solo mission through this game, because it is a cooperative deck building game, which means that all of the players are actually playing against the game, not playing against each other.
Which is fun. I love that. We have a couple deck building games that are cooperative, and they're by far my favorite board games I've ever played.
So another game that I will mention, but I actually don't know anything about it because we bought it and we have yet to play it.
Sorry.
I bought it in hopes, because Sarah and I are both Game of Thrones nerds.
I love Game of Thrones. Best TV show ever.
And so I thought maybe if I get a game that is Game of Thrones related, she'll play with me. Well, first I got this game. I got the living card game, which I find
is really fun.
Very fun. But this is super nerdy. Like, you have to really learn the cards, very strategic. It's more of a 2-player game, so not like for groups. I mean, it says you can play up to 4 people, but
we've played with 3, I think, before.
Yeah, but it is more specifically designed for 2 people in a head-to-head battle.
Yeah.
It is very fun. If you are into strategy and very nerdy games and you love Game of Thrones, I would highly recommend this.
I do really like this game, but it's such an investment. Like, it took us over 2 hours, I feel like.
Yeah, it back to the box says 1 to 2 hours to play, and it can take that long, but it is super fun.
Yeah.
So this is a board game, Game of Thrones, that is highly rated, but again, never played it. We're moving on to our favorite game.
Yes.
Sarah actually likes playing, other than Dutch Blitz, that would be Sarah's actual favorite game.
Yeah.
This is our nerdiest game that I can get Sarah to willingly play.
I love this game.
So this is another cooperative deck building game.
Yeah.
This is Harry Potter, the Hogwarts Battle.
Yeah.
And you play as one of the 4 main characters, Harry, Ron, Hermione, or Neville. And you are all playing against the game. You're actually playing against all of the villains in the game. And what is really unique and also super fun about this game is you actually play through the story of Harry Potter, starting with year 1.
Yeah. So you play game 1, which is year 1. When you beat that, you have to go to game 2, and then it goes all the way up through game 7. It's an investment. It takes time, but it is so much fun.
And then whenever you beat the game,
you can go get Harry Potter tattoos. Because that's exactly what happened.
I totally forgot about that, but that is exactly what happened. We played through all 7 levels with one of our friends, and once we beat the 7th level, we went to the tattoo shop.
Yeah. The 7th game took us 3 hours to beat, and we were like, okay, if we beat this, we have to get Harry Potter tattoos together. So we beat it and then went and got tattoos like the next week, I think.
But today, I've actually upgraded our Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle game because they have an expansion pack that is called the Monster Box of Monsters expansion.
Ooh.
And so what this does is it adds a new hero, so now you can play as Luna Lovegood. It adds new encounters, and it adds new creatures to fight against. So we just got this today. So when we're done filming, maybe Sarah will play with me.
I don't know, because I bought a new book today.
My dreams of being a board game player slowly die every day.
I am really excited about this, though. This is, seriously, a Hogwarts Battle cooperative deck building game is one of the best games I've ever played. Just like the way they put it together and like how you build on top of it every time is amazing.
The best game Sarah has ever played is the one that she played with my heart. Okay, so that completes this special edition of Jensen's Recommend Board Game Edition.
Yes.
Hopefully that gives you some ideas for some games that you can get for you and yours.
The holidays are really fun with games.
So nobody has sponsored this video, but all of the links that are in the description are affiliate links with Amazon. So it's the same price as if you were to put that thing down, flip it in, search it. But we do get a small cut of the purchase price if you use our affiliate link in the description. So go get you some games for this holiday season. Let us know what holiday games you love playing with your family in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.